What is good, my niggas? What is fucking good, my niggas? Alright. I've been posting I've been posting on TikTok, feel me? I know I've been inactive in the YouTube, but you know, nigga, I'm in the living room. What you want me to do? What the fuck you want me to do? I can't do shit. Anyways, y'all, I got some free time, you feel me? I'm about to do a quick little vid. Then I'm about to go do something. Simple. Um this I never heard of the Virgin Islands, my nigga. I mean the Virgin Island. The show, I never heard of this. I mean, by the name, I guess they're all like fucking virgins. Like, like, you feel me? What you would think is a virgin. I feel like that's what they are in this show. Um, you know, simple. We still doing a stream maybe on Twitch. I don't know yet. I might do a stream on Twitch, a little stream. You know. Uh, what did I do today? I didn't do shit. I just went to school. My teacher wasn't there, so we didn't do anything. We like the main nigga came in and he was like, "Oh yeah, your teacher's not here, but I'll just do y'all attendance." And y'all niggas, we ain't looking for y'all niggas. That's what them niggas said, bro. So you know us, nigga. We ain't even have shit to do, nigga. I did all my work. I did all my work before that nigga even walked in. I did all my work, and then you know what I'm saying? I had nothing else to do, so I was just on my phone, and then I just went to my car, nigga. We was just chilling. Me and the gang. Me and the tech gang. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, that's what we on. And my teacher, I guess she just didn't want to come. I don't know, bro. But she seems cool. She seems cool, you know. I fuck with all my female teachers, you know. I don't really mess with the males. I don't know, cause they just I don't fuck, bro. These niggas they teach weird. I I could really like since I've been having just female teachers throughout my years of schooling, you know. Yeah, I just mainly had like female teachers. I think my first male teacher in high school. No, in middle school. Yeah, in middle school. Real shit. Um. So yeah, man. Yeah, man. I like that's it. I can't really. I can't fuck with male teachers, man. I don't know. They teach weird. They teach really weird. I can't fucking deal with these niggas. My fault. I'm trying to text and talk at the same time, but I can't have my train of thought. You know what I'm saying? Um. So yeah, you feel what I'm saying, niggas? Let's just get into this. I was just yapping for about 3 minutes. About to be four. In about 5 seconds. 6, 7, 8. Feel me? 6, 7.
It's a new Channel 4 show where some producers have gathered up a motley crew of virgins and chucked them on an island in Croatia with the goal of losing their virginity with the help of some counselors.
Damn,
And
you
it
niggas
is
in Croatia?
even more awkward and painful than it sounds. The first episode opens
would
with the
not be a
announcement that
virgin.
all of the virgins have to wear a uniform, so we can identify who is a virgin.
They'll wear a retreat outfit so they can focus on themselves, not their image.
They have to wear the virgin uniform.
The thing I'm dreading is hugging.
Did you not hug at the start?
But I don't know why this guy is grilling the other about having not being hugged. You're both on Virgin Islands.
What's gonna happen on this island is mind-blowing. Breathe.
The fuck
So
are
they introduced the
doing,
coaches who specialize in different touch therapies, and they're all a bunch of sex hippies. Like, it's kind of their role to work their way up with the virgins to get them more comfortable with intimacy. But the first thing they do is this weird breath therapy thing.
Some are throwing themselves in.
Like, it feels like one of those pointless GCSE drugs.
The fuck? Oh yeah, about that, bro. These ads. If y'all been an MBV fan, you know I don't like these ads, but nigga, we broke. Alright, we ain't about to pay ad blocker. We ain't about to do that. But fuck these ads. It's always fuck these ads. Alright, it's always fuck them.
Drama classes where you're pretending to be a tree blowing in the wind, or like a Ford Fiesta exhaust pipe. I guess this weird breath therapy thing has to do with sex because you breathe during it.
And for
Nah,
touch-phobic
they're
Jason,
like,
it's
low-key
more than he can
making the
handle.
sounds without doing that.
So this guy they refer to as touch-phobic Jason goes and sits this one out, and honestly, I'd be doing the exact same thing if some hippie was trying to get me to make sex noises in front of like 20 others and a camera crew. Touch-phobic Jason is valid. Like, I wouldn't just...
Bro, you're in Croatia. What the hell? Nigga, you signed up for this, didn't you? There ain't no way they forced your ass to be here. Nigga, you signed up. So if you signed up, you doing all this shit. Even if you gotta sound like a dumbass moaning for no reason. You feel me? They're low-key, you're having sex. For the first time, my nigga, you're making the sounds, my nigga, but you ain't doing the action. But real shit though, like, why, like, who the fuck would sign up for some shit like this? My nigga, I would never do that shit. But like Croatia, that sounds very nice, but I don't know. I'm this. Let me find out they're doing one for Tokyo. I might have to lie and go. My nigga.
be sitting that one out. I'd be getting on the first flight home from Virgin Islands. If that was my fucking introduction to it, I'd be like, man, what have I signed up for? What have I signed up for here? I'm going home. Just gonna get on Viva Street. But the teacher decides they've learnt enough from the breathing exercise to invite a male hippie in to do a weird moaning exercise that I don't think I could play the audio from. I think you can get the gist of it from just the visuals.
Witnessing sexual
These
desire
niggas
for
ain't
most of this
hippies,
group
bro.
is
I know
clearly
their game.
unsettling.
Yeah, it was fucking unsettling for all of us watching at home as well. But they saw one of the girls started crying during that weird shit, and honestly, same. So for some reason, they sent her to a cabin with this French bloke to do touch exercises. Now, being sent with a French bloke to a cabin to do touch exercises does sound very creepy, but this isn't actually as creepy as it sounds. The guy asks if she'd be comfortable with him touching anywhere to see how she'd feel, and he touched her knee and her thigh. And the rest of them kind of follow suit with this same exercise with different therapists. And like, while I'm watching this, I can't help but feel as though this exercise would be more effective if there weren't cameras there. Because this is an awkward thing, right? This is an awkward thing, especially if intimacy with another isn't...
Bro, these niggas are not hippies, yo. These niggas are perverts. You cannot tell me these are what hippies do. No fucking way, bro. These niggas are not hippies. I'm sorry, these niggas are not hippies. Y'all niggas, I don't know. Allegedly, man. All this shit I'm saying is alleged. I ain't... Feel me? You can't sue me. I said alleged, nigga.
necessarily something you've experienced before. Like, that in of itself will probably feel like an awkward and maybe overwhelming thing. And then on top of that, you got cameras in all the rooms picking up everything and broadcasting it.
Somatic therapy believes that just talking with someone is not going to be sufficient.
Oh, this bloke's loving the touch therapy. And 20 minutes into the whole series, he's necking on with one of the counsellors. Fair enough, go on, mate. But the next task is to write an erotic fantasy. They got to write down a little story. And honestly, like, look, I don't know what I was expecting from Virgin Island, but writing erotic fantasy and doing like weird, like breathing shit isn't what I expected. I honestly thought it would be like one of those Nelk videos where they take virgins to like house parties and stuff. But anyway, all of their stories suck. All of them are terrible, except for this bloke who put in a proper shift.
The shadow descended from the top of the hill, upon which stood a towering warrior. He removed his helmet to expose his fiery hair. A maiden stood forth. "Remove your sandals," she commanded. In that moment, she lifted her skirt and forced his head between her knees.
Nice one, mate. That's class. Well done. I can't say I'm especially bricked up after it. It was a bit wordy, but it was a great effort nonetheless.
After our last session, I think he's ready for most advanced therapy, working with a surrogate partner.
So, like, basically, the whole concept of the show is they get a surrogate to get intimate with these people, and they try and work their way up to full-on shagging or basically whatever they're comfortable with.
The speed of the surrogate programme doesn't seem to be moving fast enough for Zach.
So how far are you wanting to go with surrogate partner therapy?
These niggas are really, like, wait. Are they doing the action? Are they doing the shit with these niggas? Or are they doing, I don't understand. Are these just like their mates for their time in Croatia? I don't know, bro. Who the fuck comes up with these shits, man?
To go all the way, I would love to.
Bro, there's always somebody out here trying to help somebody, bro. You can't help everybody. You can't do it. You can't do it.
Sex with you, you know, that's why I came here, really.
There's this Zach bloke. He's a shagger deep down. He does not need to be here. Pretty much everyone else on this show, I feel like, has some kind of mental block about this kind of thing that they feel as though they need to overcome. He just hasn't shagged and wants to shag. So my thoughts of the first episode, actually quite sweet, but it is incredibly awkward and painful to watch. Like, we should not be watching this.
Why
this isn't something we should have like a fly on the wall documentary style thing about. Like, this is so deeply personal. I feel weird watching this. And that feeling certainly ramped up when I watched the second episode, because this episode is all about touch. The episode starts off with one of the counselors getting one of the guys to hold her arms in front of everyone else.
Think of your hands as like, I'm gonna get pleasure out of her arms. You know what I mean? Yeah. For yourself.
I wank off your arm, sorry.
Nice one, man. They get the touch phobic guy to slowly work his way up to hugging someone. It's awkward, but it's supposed to be.
How is this?
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. Cool, yeah.
I don't know why we're watching this. It is very intimate and personal. Like, that hug was probably the most intimate moment of that guy's life so far, and there was fucking hidden cameras in the corners of the room filming for a TV show called Virgin Islands.
You need to be doing the whole
So
lot.
what, like that, have it there? Like that? Like it's all of it.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing?
For some reason, this person is really mean and annoying at this bit. Like, she says that this Jason guy has horrible stretch marks and starts barking orders at him.
Why do you have these horrible stretch marks? Okay, why are you focused in one area? More movement.
If I were the producer, she'd be on the first boat out of Virgin Island for being mean to my boy. He just had his first hug. Of course he's not going to be an experienced masseuse. Stop being mean to him. One of the therapists asked this guy, Tom, to do some acting thing with her. Now, naive old me thought it would be acting out like a scenario or something, like going to the corner shop to buy bread. But no, they pretend to be animals, and it's all really strange.
Let that animal go after the other person, actually letting it move, letting it out in our body. What the fuck?
The others are just awkwardly watching on, like none of them want to be there, and I don't blame them. The atmosphere in that room seems to be palpable. The atmosphere in my living room, when it was just me watching it on my own, was palpable. The therapist then asked the rest of them if any of them would want to do it, and one of them reluctantly says yes. But it's very clear that nobody wanted to do this, and it is just so awkward again. No one watching on seems to be enjoying it, or even like is able to watch it neutrally. It seems like a very painful experience for all of them. Like, it was so painful just watching this on my own in my living room. I can't imagine having to be sat there and watching it in person.
And there's like a little bit of intensity that we're gonna kind of try to build between us.
No, look, I was
Nigga, I can't do this shit, bro. I need something to distract me, my nigga. What the fuck, bro? These niggas,
worried for my boy Jason, but I shouldn't have been, because right after that big awkward horrible show, he got well intimate with one of the sex hippies, and he even touched some tits. He touched some tits, guys. I can't show it. I can't really show much of this moment because I don't think the YouTube policy team would want to see a virgin succeed. but I'm proud of my boy. One of the guys at the start had sort of half grilled him for not hugging someone, probably in the back of his mind thinking what a loser he was. But now, guess what? He's touched tits, and it's only been a matter of days. So my thoughts after the second episode, I'm not looking forward to where this is going. We're only on the second episode, and we already have people pretending they're animals and sniffing each other and shit. But episode 3, the boys have makeup put on them by the girls, and I guess the producers thought that was well gay, so immediately sent them to the woods to chop wood. Not sure what this has to do with shagging birds, but alright, fair enough. There's another session of the touching. That's what a lot of this show has been so far, and honestly, Virgin Island looks fun. Like, they get to go to an island in Croatia, probably the most beautiful part of the world, and just chill. And when they're not chilling, they're learning how to shag. If it weren't for the weird, awkward sexual demonstrations, it would be a class holiday destination. Speaking of, they do this flirting/dating workshop, and another one of my favourite students, Zach, has game.
I like how you get lost in your thoughts there.
Always get
Somewhere
lost.
else.
Yeah, in my own world.
Look at him go. Excellent. I was taking notes as you were speaking, big man. Just a few days on Virgin Island, and you're already a master of the game. So my thoughts on episode 3, this show is a lot more emotional and deep than I was expecting. I haven't spoken about a lot of this episode because there's not really much from this one that I can make fun of. Like, going into this, I kind of thought it would be a bit Fat Families, like there'd be a presenter that opens the show with, "I'm on Virgin Island with some of the most pathetic virgins from across the country to see if we can get them laid." But the next episodes are something to behold. Episode 4 is all about the body. The episode starts off with the virgins in a workshop, and the two sex hippies take their clothes off in front of them. Then they invite them up to get naked in front of everyone else, and also everyone watching the show at home. Like, this is a big jump. I don't think many, if any, of these people have been naked in front of anyone else, and this is the first time they're doing it on national television. Personally, right, I would tell them to fuck off. Channel 4 cannot own the copyrights to footage of my cock. Not everyone got up, but a few of the guys did, and fair enough, I wouldn't have. Like, imagine knowing your parents are watching you get your knob out on Virgin Islands. The next lesson or workshop or whatever they had was it was a lesson on how to touch a vagina.
I know a lot of you really wanted to learn how to touch a pussy.
They show a diagram, and then one of the therapists gets on a bed and spreads her legs. It all feels very abrupt and awkward, and that's a word I've used a lot, awkward, because that's just what this show is. It's fucking awkward. Like, it's painfully awkward. Then this bloke gets up and gets his knob out and squeezes it and stuff. I'm not going to show it, obviously, but, like, you know, I don't know. I guess it's Virgin Island. It's Virgin Island. It's to be expected. That doesn't mean I enjoyed it anymore. This bloke invites one of the virgins called Charlotte into a tent to show her his knob.
This is an opportunity to see my body naked and for me to also see your body naked.
She does take her top off, and Channel 4 did censor her, so that's good. They clearly asked afterwards if they could keep everyone's cocks in. This guy called Dave goes into another tent to touch some pussy, and he does. He succeeds with flying colours, and it might be the most awkward thing I've watched on this show so far. Actually, scratch that, the most awkward thing I've ever watched.
How did you expect it to feel?
I don't know, not that.
For this and the other bits on this show, I was just sat on my sofa with the tensest grimace on my face. So my thoughts on episode 4, I think I've had enough of this now, but it's not going to stop. We still have 2 more episodes. Episode 5 begins with the sex hippies teaching positions, and honestly, I thought I was going to be numb to the excruciating amount of cringe this show emits. But no, it just keeps going, and it just keeps getting worse.
Very. Lucky boy.
It ends up with some of the virgins just dry humping one of the therapists or counselors or whatever they are in front of everyone. At this point, I'm honestly wondering what they're preparing these guys for. Like, are they preparing them to have intimate relationships with a partner or be doggers? Because in what other scenario are you doing this in front of other people? To be honest, right, most of the show is like one-on-one sessions, and it's rarely the one-on-one sessions that are awkward. It's these fucking workshops. I can't stand them. It's always just like some sort of horribly awkward activity while the rest of the virgins sit in the cuck bleachers.
Your therapist sucked you off?
No, not yet, but they might do today. I might ask her for that. She'll probably do it.
All right, Zach, rein it in. Honestly, there's barely anything from this episode I could show.
This nigga feeling himself, bro. Hey, man. He thinks his therapist is a baddie. Man, let him do his. This is Virgin Island. He might get it. He might get it. He might get it.
Because the topic of the episode was the orgasm. So yeah, there's literally a bit where we see one of the therapists wank one of the virgins off. I did not even know you were allowed to show that on TV. Okay, episode 6, final episode. It starts off with the virgins doing that weird exercise the sex hippies did in the first episode for some reason. Like, is it just me that thinks this show is a bit much? Like, it is a bit hip. I know I call them sex hippies, but it is a bit hippie-ish, innit? Like, we don't need to be doing all of this, do we? But this episode is all about shagging, and I'm happy to report at least one of them did the deed. Hooray! And by at least one, I mean one. But as a result of the topic of this episode, I can't fucking show basically any of it that's worth talking about if I wish to keep my YouTube channel intact. I'm honestly so shocked you can actually show this shit on TV. And not just that these people would be keen for it to be shown. Like, they all signed up for this, and they're all mic'd up the whole time whilst just doing all this stuff for the first time. Like, okay, right, when the guy who loses his virginity is cheating, they just play the audio of him shagging with B-roll of the sea and the island. It's so fucking weird. Like, it's so horrible. Like, I think they're trying to make it like this beautiful, you know, spiritual thing. It's just a bloke making sex noises. So, Virgin Island. It's a lot more wholesome than I was expecting. A lot of crying and emotions as well. Like, a good half of this show is people crying. It's not really what I was expecting it to be. Deep down, and I know it's not good, but if I'm being honest with myself, I wanted something like Fat Families, because that would have been funny. Was it nice? Yeah. Was it wholesome? Yeah. Was it a good show? Not really, to be honest. Like, every episode sort of feels the exact same. You could watch the first 2, maybe even just the first episode of this, and come away with the exact same feeling you'd have if you watched the entire thing. I think for season 2, they should just sack off the seasoned sex experts and just have Bonnie Blue there. Like and subscribe.
Hi, I'm Melissa Roxburgh. Check out an all-new season of The Hunting Party Thursday at...
Bonnie Blue, you heard. You got a couple virgins you need to turn out, my nigga. She got that shit though. Fucking whore, bro. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Oh my god. These niggas, bro. These niggas be making anything a show. Excuse. These niggas be making anything a fucking show, bro. Any goddamn thing. Stay safe. God damn.